Hell yeah. What's up, world? Took us a little week break, but we back. Welcome to a new edition or a new episode of the New Era Show where the New Era runs the show. I'm your host, Zach Gastineau. This episode, along with every other episode, is sponsored by the number one lifestyle brand in the world, my company, VBA Clothing. Use code VBA24 or TNE24, for 50% off your checkout or your purchase at checkout, It's been a minute, y'all. I'm trying to get back in the flow of things. Goddamn. Okay. Let's get into it. Without further ado, I've got what do you call it? I would say like a beauty industry influencer kind of. You do many things. Esthetician work, tattoo work, musician, entrepreneur, a woman of many talents. I got Miss MAMI G Tattoos, aka Miss Giselle Enriquez in the building.
Hello. What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
We've been excited for this podcast.
Straight up.
I've been really excited.
And it's funny too, Giselle, because we just met probably like 2-3 weeks ago at the AZ Hip Hop Fest. I saw you doing your thing, grinding, tattooing as usual, just hustling, and then we met, set this shit up.
Yes, I'm so glad.
Yeah, 100%. Let's talk about that a little bit too. Like, how'd you get a plug into the AZ Hip Hop Fest? How'd you get there?
Okay, so I actually, through mutual friends, I met the owner of the AZ Hip Hop Festival, and he did check out my work. He invited me to go ahead and show out there, do some tattoos out there, which is freaking dope. You know, while there's live artists up there, man, when's a better time to get a tattoo? You feel me?
No, straight up.
Yeah, so that was so cool. I've been in it twice. So the first one was the AZ Hip Hop Fest. It was kind of a little bit bigger, just because it was all Arizona, and then this one was Phoenix Hip Hop Festival. So it was a little bit smaller and more local artists.
You're telling me something I didn't know. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. My clients that got to join me, which both of the times I chose a winner. I did a little raffle. So
yeah,
I was like, let me give back and let me just take one of my clients out here. And they both loved it. Yeah. So that was really, really cool. Really good opportunity. Appreciate Justice for letting me show out there at the AZ Hip Hop Fest.
Definitely. Shout out AZ Hip Hop Fest and all the talent we got out here. Now, G, let's get into your story a little bit. So everybody that I have on here, I want them to just like break their story down from beginning to, well, we're not ending yet. Obviously, we got a lot more to go. But so break it down for me. So you're born and raised in Arizona?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Arizona with just my mama. I got 2 younger siblings. Okay. I'm the oldest. Yeah, my family is from Mexico. So we're kind of in that first generation Chicano spot, at least in my family. Yeah, my mom is from Agua Prieta, Sonora, and my other grandparents on my dad's side are from Leon, Guanajuato. Yes. Okay. I'm not close to my father, but I did grow up with my grandparents and my mama since I was a little baby. So, okay. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I would be like back and forth from my mom's to my grandparents. So I would be back in the west side to the south side every single week. So and that's in Phoenix. So it's really cool to know my people.
Yeah.
And in both sides of town, both areas. And I got like clients and people showing love from everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, we grew up here in Phoenix. I haven't really traveled too much. I'd love to though. I have traveled a few times for work.
Yeah.
So that's really dope that I've been able to do that now because I require like $1,000 minimum to travel.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna be doing a lot more traveling.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely.
You are. 100%
yeah.
you are. Now, G, talk to me a little bit about, I was just at Celebrity Theater this past weekend, and I want people to know from out of town, not from Arizona, the strong Hispanic culture in Arizona. Talk to me a little bit about that. What was it like growing up for you, obviously being Hispanic? Like, what's that culture like, especially in Arizona?
Yeah, so at least the schools that I went to were mostly like Mexican and Black.
Yeah.
And okay, so I got a Black little brother. So I've noticed that it's actually a lot of people, a lot less people picked on me and my other brother than my Black brother. So growing up, I've gotten a lot of fights defending my brother, especially because girls would pick on him, and he's a boy, you know. So
yeah.
I just feel like I understand a whole different perspective that I'm grateful to understand that a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
But you know, being Hispanic, can't say it was really hard for me, but hard for my mama. She made it easy for us, you know?
Yeah.
But like speaking Spanish and English, I love that I do speak both because I have a little brother that doesn't speak both.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing. But when you do, you could definitely talk to a lot more people that
100%.
You know, of course. You
Yeah.
could talk to a lot of people that you couldn't talk to if you didn't know Spanish. My black little brother knows Spanish. A lot of people wouldn't expect him to.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why he'll tell me, "Hey, yo, they're talking shit over here. They're talking shit," and they wouldn't even know that he knows what they're saying.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So but yeah, I'm very like anti-racist, anti-hate. I don't like people just throwing hate out there, no matter like what color you are, no matter what race you are at all, and like what gender you are or who you love, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I I love everybody besides the hateful people.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah, so that's all I could say. Like it wasn't really too hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't really too hard.
What are some traditions, G, that you guys have? Like, I know obviously Catholic church, like going to church is like a big thing, obviously being Hispanic. What are some other traditions that you guys have?
So my family is Christian. We go to a Christian church.
Okay.
Traditions, we celebrate all the holidays. We do all the holidays yearly, besides Hanukkah. We don't do no Hanukkah. I wish we did Hanukkah. Shit, how much is
All them
that?
damn
How many
presents they
presents?
get,
How many
yeah,
presents a
for
week is
real,
that?
man.
Why don't we celebrate Hanukkah?
These motherfuckers get like 12 presents.
Nah. Now growing up, that shit will be too stressful for me. Fuck no, we're not doing no Hanukkah.
It's too many people to buy shit for. It's too much.
Definitely.
That's funny. Okay. Now let's transition, G. So, growing up, obviously in Arizona, now what schools did you go to? What are some high schools, middle schools you went to?
Man, so I actually went to charter schools, and I wasn't no bad little girl or nothing. I don't know why my mom put me in these charter schools, but
Might have been good for you.
it worked out. There were smaller schools, and
Yeah.
in smaller schools, the teachers pay more attention to
100%.
every kid individually. So I went to middle school at this little charter middle school called it was called Liberty Traditional Charter School. It was a church on weekends, and me and my brothers, we went every weekend. We had like this little summer class over there. So after that, went straight to a charter high school called Premier High School on 75th and Indian School. We had to wear our green uniforms.
Yeah.
It was very strict, but it was cool. I think it did me good. Like seeing all the bad kids made me not want to be like them instead of the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
you play sports or anything, G, in high school?
I used to love sorry, not high school. I didn't love high school. I didn't love high school. I used to love soccer so much.
Okay.
Yeah, soccer was my shit.
Yeah.
Soccer was my I was too short for basketball, you feel me? But soccer, I could work them little legs.
Yeah. Did you play for your school?
I did, yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Really
well, I don't know too much fucking about soccer. I know like forward, goalie, and shit. What position did you play? Midfielder? I know shit like that.
Midfield, yeah.
Midfield,
yeah.
okay,
So I'd be running back and forth.
Yeah. You gotta be somewhat fucking athletic to be doing that shit. It's a lot of running back and forth.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could play soccer now, but especially because like a little while ago, 3 years ago, I twisted my ankle so bad. Now when I run, it's not the same.
I understand that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Some water.
Oh, good looking.
I'll take a little.
Yeah, good looking. Hydrate up. Especially right now. It's like fucking was like 95. The high was like 95. Okay. So went to what was it? It was Liberty and then Premier. So Premier for high school. Now, when did we talked about this earlier? Like you were drawing stuff with Grandpa. Obviously, Grandpa showed you music and whatnot. Like when did you feel like you started to develop some of these artistic gifts, like drawing, playing the piano, the guitar?
So, man, ever since I was in elementary school, I fell in love with art class and I fell in love with music class. I remember my teachers, Miss Smiley, Miss J. She had a little pet rat. A little pet rat. She would let all of us pet that rat, and we was thinking it was the coolest shit ever, a little nasty ass rat. Freaking I like it's crazy because when I was like in sixth grade, I remember me thinking, man, I want to be a teacher for elementary kids. I want to be an art teacher. I want to be a music teacher. I want to be a social worker for kids. I want to be a therapist. I used to say all this, and now it feels like I am all these things because while I have a baby boy, he's 2 years old. So I feel like I'm his teacher. I try to
Yeah.
teach him everything
Yeah.
everything I possibly could to lead him the right way. He's only a little baby. So right now he's soaking everything up, everything. So yeah, I feel like tattooing, I've taught 2 girls to tattoo. So, that's really cool. That made me feel
That's
like an
fire.
art teacher. You
Yeah.
feel me? That
Yep.
made me feel like an art teacher. And then at the time, all my clients, I feel like the needle definitely makes you talk. A lot of my clients be spilling so much tea and so much hurt, and I would just give them the best feedback, best advice that
Yeah.
I could, and put myself in their shoes. So and a lot of people, I could tell they appreciate it, so I feel like a therapist too
Yeah.
because of that, and they call it ink therapy for a reason, and also um I well, I don't teach nobody music, but I teach myself music all
Yeah.
the time, weekly. Um, and it's all because of my grandpa, man. He was a DJ for 30 years. So he would always take me out when I was a baby with him to all his little parties.
Yeah.
And I would be up on the dance floor dancing when nobody was up there, and I would be getting like, come on, I'll be getting everyone, let's dance on
Yeah.
the dance floor for my tata. And I was just so little, but I was like, dang, I want to be a DJ, but I didn't want to be a DJ. But at the time, I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I thought that getting down,
Yeah.
and then like growing up, I swear to God, every night he'll go outside, he'll play his accordion or his bass, and it'll just make me so happy. It don't matter what I'm going through that day. That shit brings me so much happiness to just hear him jamming out in the back,
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I started getting a passion for music. I was in a band class in high school, and I got in a relationship for like 4 years, almost 5 years. That it slowed me down in my music. I lost interest, like I lost motivation in my art and in my music, only because my man at the time didn't support it. Like he didn't like it. So, but I didn't feel myself. I was like losing myself
Yeah.
when I stopped creating. I felt like I was losing, like I was really missing something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And oh shit, as soon as I dived back into my music and my art, like full blast after we had split up, it's like all these juices were just motherfucking like just sitting there and just
Yeah.
waiting to explode.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Right.
So it was like kind of a really sad but amazing breakthrough, because now I feel like more myself than ever,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is beautiful, which is really beautiful.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need things like that. It seems like to kind of like kickstart you back and get you right
Yeah.
back on the path that you were supposed to be on. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about the tattoo industry, the culture of tattooing, like culture of tattooing on social media. Let's just dive into it all. It's like, how's the scene out here in Arizona for tattooing?
It's popping. There's some
Yeah.
amazing artists out here.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to see artists teaching artists and not like holding in all their little motherfucking secrets
Gatekeeping
and
shit.
all their
Yeah.
little tips and tricks and their techniques.
Yeah.
Um but I absolutely love those that share it. And
Yeah.
there's this one guy, Mr. Reyes. I've learned so much from him, and I'm like, damn, I appreciate people that want to see everybody winning.
Right.
but also in this industry, like there's an ugly side of some hating ass artists that they can't, like they see people as competition instead of inspiration.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And I've had a few situations where like I've had some envious artists just be like really weird with me
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
But I don't take it personal because you shouldn't. Because you shouldn't take nothing personal.
Not at all. That should really be flattering, honestly, that you're really on
Yeah.
top of your shit if they're taking that much time out of what they got going on, trying to knock you off your path to be envious of you. So
Exactly.
yeah, 100%. How does it feel, G, being able to, you don't have to work in it. You're not working in the shop. You're renting out your own space. You're being an entrepreneur. That's exactly what you're being. So how does
Yeah.
that feel?
So yeah, there's a pros and there's a cons.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling you earlier, like I do miss working with other artists for the fact that I'm getting down, they're getting down, and it's more motivating when you're not working by yourself. Um, and then at the end of the day, I see what everyone's cooking up, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, like it's super cool. That's really cool. And then the only bad side was the percentage that was taken away because it was a lot. So
Yeah.
now I miss that working with other artists and learning from them and teaching, you know, whoever is newer. But I can't complain
Yeah.
because the money.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I can't complain because I get to hook my clients up more than I did at the shops, and still get paid more than I would at the shops.
Yeah.
So it works for me and my client better. Um yeah, I still be missing working in a shop.
Yeah, I'm sure for the camaraderie aspect of
Yeah.
it. That makes sense. Now take me through what's an experience going to Mommy G Tattoos, Miss Giselle Enriquez. Like, what does that look like? I'm walking in, I'm a new client. Like, what's the vibe? What does that look like?
So the vibe, I try to just make everybody as comfortable as I could. Everyone been respectful. I've only had one weirdo client one time show up at my house at 2 in the morning when I'm sitting in my car. Like,
Really?
yes. And that's the only part that's kind of hard too, that I gotta be my protection. You feel me? Ain't nobody out here.
Yeah.
I'm not working with nobody. This is the spot I stay in too, because so I stay and then I got my
Mm.
separate little work studio aside,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
still my home. And I let my
Mm.
clients know that, like, you know, obviously I want them to know where they at and be
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But there is that side of like I gotta watch myself and be really
Yeah.
freaking careful and always
Yeah.
lock my motherfucking doors and stay strapped up because, you know.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. Talk to me a little bit about that situation. Like, did it end up? Did anybody get hurt in the situation? Police did it get called? Anything crazy like that?
No, so I'm gonna tell you how it went down. I was actually getting back from my mom's. It was like 12 o'clock, middle of the night, and then I wanted to work on some music. So I rolled me a little blunt. I sat in my car. I bumped some beats,
Yeah.
and I had some lyrics. I was like, let's see if these lyrics work with any of these beats. I was just fucking around. I was in my zone. Had my headphones on.
Yeah.
Um, I was recording, and then I looked to the side of me, and so there's my gate. I'm sitting in my car on the other side of my gate, like I'd say 3 feet away from me at most.
Yeah.
This guy was standing there, black hood, black pants, black shoes. I was barely able to see his face at all. Um Freaked me the fuck out. I jumped in my car, like I was so scared. And he was just staring at me. He was just staring at me. I was like, what the fuck? I put my window down. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? I noticed that it was my client. It was one of my clients that I tattooed before. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here at my crib at 2 in the morning? Like, obviously, you're not getting no tattoo right now.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Obviously.
fuck? What
Yeah.
the fuck? You should not be here. Like, get the fuck out of here and don't ever come back for no work. Don't.
Yeah.
And then like 4 days later, he pops back up at my crib in the daytime.
Okay.
But
And still.
still, but yeah, it was very scary. It was all bad.
What ended up happening to that fool? He just doesn't come back around anymore?
Well, after I yelled at him, he He just stayed standing there. I got out of my car and went inside because I'm like, come on, like I just told you
What the
fucking leave
fuck?
and you're just gonna stand
Stand
there.
there.
Yeah, like he just looked at me with like a sorry face, like I'm sorry, I know, like like literally pouting his lips.
What the
I'm
fuck?
like, don't fucking come to my crib
That's
ever
crazy,
again.
bro.
Yeah,
What are some other crazy ass situations that you've had to deal with, whether it's in a shop or obviously being on your own now?
I'd have to say that was like the only one.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank God. That was the only thing. Everyone else has been so respectful and will let me know before they pop up. I
Yeah.
do appointments only, so can't nobody just be popping up.
Yeah.
And if anybody does, like, and they didn't understand, I'll nicely let them know, and just don't do it again.
Now G, talk to me about what are some of the best towns you feel like tattooing? Like who's really holding the crowd? Is it Phoenix? Is it Tempe? Chandler?
I love tattooing in Phoenix.
Phoenix.
You know
Yeah.
why? Because I almost every day, like every other day, I'll run into a client, to somebody I know, and I'll see them with my artwork, and it feels fucking good. It feels
Yeah.
fucking good to like for people to come to you and take your artwork to the grave with them and really trust you to
That's a crazy way to look at it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
a lot of
insane.
artists don't look at it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, I really like appreciate my clients to the max because that's how I think about it. Like, damn, you're coming to me out of all the hundreds of motherfucking badass artists out here.
Yeah.
You're coming to me to take my art to your grave. Like, that shit hits my heart,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. It does. Especially when it's something like very meaningful and sentimental to them. I be getting emotional with my clients. I've had clients fucking cry on me because it just means so much to them,
Yeah. Or the piece that you're making for them means so much to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wow. Okay. It's like anything that you do servicing people, you'll be able to connect with people in some kind of way. And tattooing is the exact same thing. You connect with people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also like I think about because tattoos hurt so bad. So they're
I love that you're fucking admitting that. Yeah,
yeah,
like
no,
nobody fucking admits
tattoos
that
fucking
shit.
hurt.
Some motherfuckers make that shit seem like cake. Like it's just no
Yeah.
problem. Like, no, bro, no.
No, I tell my clients are like, is this gonna hurt? Fuck yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Good.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna hurt.
I can appreciate that. I can fucking appreciate that, and I respect you being honest with your clients. Because I'm sure some fucking artists are like, oh no, you'll be fine. Just sit here. We'll rub some of this numbing cream bullshit on there, and you'll be good. Yeah.
I'll definitely say like it doesn't hurt for a little one behind the ear or something. I'll be like, yeah, that shit won't hurt. You got that.
Yeah.
But like something like this, I just did this same spot on this girl the other night. Man, she was going through it, and I understood because I know how painful that certain spot is.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that's also one other thing that makes me really appreciate my clients is that they'll go through blood, sweat, and fucking tears. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
And yeah, like I take my shit serious.
Yeah.
I love the fuck out my clients for them.
Has anybody, G? I've seen it on like TV one time. It was some fucking tattoo competition show.
Yeah.
Have you done anybody and they're just like, I cannot take this shit. Like it just hurts too bad. I just can't finish this shit.
No. But in the shop that I worked at, I remember this one guy that came in and he wanted a whole line blasted on his chest, and he got only one little line from the main. And he was like, ah! And then he ran out. He was ready to go out. They're like, you can't get that deposit back, homeboy. And then he had his girlfriend come in and get a different tattoo, and he just stayed with a little chest hair right here and shit, just random little tattooed chest hair.
It didn't look that bad though. It was just like a little something. It wasn't horrible.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Any more crazy stories that you heard from like you or people in the industry and whatnot? We kind of talked about this before, but like crazy tattoo stories, like crazy places people get tattoos, not just the obvious ones like genitals and shit, like your head, weird ass shit, bottom of your fucking feet, armpit shit, like what's some crazy stuff you've heard?
Man, the armpit is fucking scary. I've seen
people really get their fucking armpit tattooed.
Yeah,
I've
had a few armpit tattoos.
Oh my god,
it's gruesome. Yeah, because even this one, I'll feel it all the way to my armpit, and it'll hurt so bad. So I can't imagine. But Yeah, I rejected like the weenie tattoos. I already told you that. We're not doing no weenie tattoos over here, baby.
I can't imagine why anybody would do that in general, but
yeah,
it is what it is. But
yeah,
the fucking armpit, huh?
yeah,
Unreal. I did not know that.
yeah, man. Yeah, people are crazy as fuck.
No, wow.
And in the body modification world, there's some crazy ass things.
Yeah, yeah. What are some of your favorite pieces that either you've done or like you look up to an artist who's done some stuff? Like, what are some of your favorite pieces?
Well, my style is more on the black and gray realism. That's what I'm shooting for.
Now, talk to me a little bit. Break that down for me, 2G. So, black and gray realism. That's I'm assuming is like black and gray colors, obviously, but like realistic looking art.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, that's my favorite. My least favorite would be like script tattoos. I think wording. I love images.
Okay.
Images are really fun for me. I'll knock that out, a little writing tattoo or script, but it's not as fun, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that is that's what I'm leaning towards for black and gray art. I did an eye barely the other day, and it kind of took me back to when I was around 10 years old because I told my friend, I told him that I was doing an eye today. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. He's like, why do you like doing eyes? And I told him when I was around 10 years old, I drew my first realistic piece, which was just a big old eye on a paper.
Yeah.
My whole family was like so amazed. They're like, "No way you did that," you know? And then it made me feel so good inside. I was like, "Yeah, I did that. I did that," you know? So and that was a beautiful part of my childhood that I could never go back to. So it took me back. It just doing an eye, it gives me that little nostalgic feeling, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're talking about not actual fucking eyes. I caught that. Like, you were really talking about actual, like, just drawing out eyes, like doing them. Do people get their eyes tattooed?
Shit, my grandma got her fucking eyeliner tattooed, and that's the most gangster shit ever. That's the most gangster shit ever.
That's not normal to do that, or is that do people do that?
People do that, but I would never do that. And she tells me I'm motherfucking crazy because my body's like a little blasted, but I could never do that. I'm like, Nana, you way more gangster than me. You got your whole eye, almost your eyeball tattooed.
Oh,
ow,
fuck.
So she got the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both my grandmas.
Holy shit. I know some people get their they get their eyebrows tattooed too, right? Like permanently.
Oh yeah,
tattooed.
yeah. Okay. So I do eyebrows too. I do eyebrows, lips. I do facials, lashes. I do.
Damn.
Yeah, I do radio frequency sessions, which is like body sculpting, and then I do wood therapy.
Wow.
And I do therapeutic back massages.
I saw that with the cupping and shit.
Yeah,
too,
with the cupping.
Wow.
Yes. And then I also do like breast enhancements and booty enhancement cupping as well.
You're like a fucking one-stop shop for everything, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. For body improvement. Like come to Giselle.
That's exactly what it is.
How do you go about doing all that shit? Like how do you know how to do all that stuff?
So I always knew I was into beauty, into makeup, into nails, into hair and all that. But I was like, that's not it. Like, I want to be a motherfucking badass tattoo artist. I want to be like motherfucking Cat and Tattoo Baby. Like, I looked up to them bad bitches, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, but I love this shit too. I love all this beauty stuff too.
Yeah.
So 3 years into tattooing, I was like, man, I need my side hustles. And there's so much other things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And I actually met this chinita, this Chinese very sweet woman. She well, I wanted first the permanent makeup course because I already knew how to tattoo. It's like the same machine, just different techniques. So I went to this lady for this class to do lips and brows. And then I seen she had all these other classes. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And she told me she'll give me a deal. The more I take, the more I save. So I was like, fuck it. Let me learn all of this. Let me learn all of this right now. Give me all the knowledge you could give me. And I did 2 weeks with her in person, and then after that it was like 3 months online.
Okay.
Just some little tests and stuff. But yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank God. I absolutely love it. absolutely love. Like, I can't get bored. I can't get tired. I got improvement to doing. So
all different aspects.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm never bored, man. Every day's a race, and it goes by so freaking fast. Like, it makes me so sad how
Yeah.
fast it goes by, because I'm trying to do just so much in a day. And I believe that's what it should be. I believe you should make the most of every single day. And that's the key to happiness. You got to keep yourself distracted, keep yourself going, keep yourself moving. Um, so me, it's like I live today and tomorrow. I don't give a fuck about anything before. I don't even know what happened yesterday. So I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, nah, today's a new day. Um, Fuck anything else.
Straight up.
We're worried about today, and we knock that shit out and we kill it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I I feel like that's the key to healing depression, is knowing that no matter what it is you've been through, you have to give yourself the life that you deserve. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You got to give yourself the life you deserve.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I really like that. Any botched looks, G? Anybody that's came in with like some crazy shit that you've had to fix, shit deteriorating?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I've had some shitty bases to cover up, but it's cool. I love cover ups. I love cover ups. I love a challenge. They are challenging. But you don't understand that when somebody has something they don't want on their body, they feel that every single day. They
Yeah.
see it, they feel it every single day.
Yeah.
So once you get that badass cover up and get rid of that shit, I've had people cry because they feel like all brand new, completely brand new.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy. It's really crazy how a tattoo could impact somebody. But I fucking love cover ups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any tattoos that you're like, why the hell are you getting this? Like, what does this mean? Does this mean anything to you? You're just getting random shit. Like, do you ever have that or no?
Yeah, so I talked about this in a previous podcast that I was on, with La Finiquera podcast. Um, I got this one of my clients who was 18 years old only, and he did get a toilet paper roll coming down his arm, and each paper said your opinion, your opinion, your opinion. So it was in Spanish and in Old English, so pretty much saying he was gonna wipe his ass with people's opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like, okay, you don't give a fuck about no one's opinion. Obviously, it's obvious, but
yeah.
at the same time, it's like, come on, you're 18. Like, I want you to get something you love.
Why not an Instagram post of that?
Yeah,
instead of throwing this shit on your body, right?
It's going to.
Yeah.
I told them a lot of times, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it. I love doing work that people will love forever.
Yeah.
So he wanted it. I had to. It's my job.
And I'm sure you did a good job too.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looked great.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what this kid? Do you still have any contact with him? Do you see him on Instagram or anything? Is he still rocking the tattoo?
Yes. So
shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Big shout out to him.
I'm grateful for him. I'm so grateful for him, and I hope he loves that tattoo.
Straight up,
because that's all that matters to me, you know. But yeah, when people are younger like that, I really try to be hard on them, because tattoos are forever. I'm not trying to cover up no work I did for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I do encourage people to choose wisely, or when they tell me an idea that I'm like, I don't think you'll like that.
Yeah.
I tell them, wait a month. I just want you to make sure you're 100%, and let me know right after that month, you know? I could give a fuck about the money. Like,
you're amazing for that too.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're amazing for that.
Yeah, thank you. Because I have seen artists that's all they give a fuck about.
Yeah,
and then their clients would leave and they'll be talking shit about their clients after they leave, or about the business that they just shared with them. And that shit's so ugly to me, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't give a fuck about the money. The money comes. I'm not even chasing money. I feel like money is chasing me. And it's really like that, because I suck at answering my messages, and I have a lot of messages. And man, I try to get. I don't even rush to get back to my clients because see me, I avoid my phone. I silence my shit.
Yeah.
And I try to get my stuff done because once I hear a little ding ding ding, it's probably Sheen or Timu or some shit. And then I'm on Instagram for an hour.
Mhm.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I just checked the little. It was just a little
No, literally,
Timu.
it's set up to do that.
You
It's
feel
fucking set
me?
up to trap you. As soon as it gets your attention, it's like you
Exactly.
just keep going with this wormhole of fucking shit. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's really creepy. It's really crazy because if you are talking about a specific thing you want, that shit will pop up about
Yep.
5 times on your shit without you even looking anything up.
Yep.
So it's really like that. It's really a trap. And like I believe the phone is not the devil, but it could definitely turn into the devil.
100%. 110%.
Like the Apple. Why do you think they got a bitten apple on the motherfucking Apple phone? Because it's like a root of evil if you fall into that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to use my sources
Yeah.
to my power, not to motherfucking power me down. And a lot of people are definitely powered down and have like phone syndrome
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah, man.
just like they're not living life no more.
No.
So yeah, I try to get back to my clients as soon as I could. I try to get back as soon as I could. I promise. But I'm not racing to get back to them. And I know the money's coming. I know
Yeah.
I don't gotta yeah, if you're really thirsty for money, you're not gonna get there. You're not gonna
Right.
get there. You
Right.
gotta be patient and just pursue happiness
Mm.
before anything. Before pursuing money,
Yeah.
pursue happiness in all the other areas. Yeah.
That's a great word of advice. That's a good one. Okay. G, talk to me about tattoo removal. I've heard that shit's very painful. What's the process of tattoo removal? Do you know a lot of people who've gotten tattoos removed?
Yeah, so I actually talking about cover ups, I did a cover up on this girl that got this tiger removed, and she told me she paid a good $1,000 or more. She told me like $1,200, and that was not gone. It was not gone. You could still see the whole entire tiger. You could still see the whole. There was leaves and all that.
Oh, she paid $1,200 for the removal, and it wasn't removed.
It wasn't removed.
Wow.
And she told me it hurt like a bitch. That it hurt way more than the tattoo. So I feel bad. I feel bad for whoever has to go through that, and that's why I really encourage people to take their time and really know what they want. And, like, imagine themselves old and wrinkly,
Yeah, man.
with that same tattoo, because we change, we evolve.
Right.
Our mindset will not be the same in 10 years at all.
Correct. It shouldn't be, right?
It shouldn't be. Yeah.
It shouldn't be. What's the process of that, G? It's like a laser, like melting the fucking words off type shit, like getting them gone.
Yes, exactly. And then you shit it out. You shit the ink out, which is really weird, but it breaks it down. Yeah, and it goes to your metabolism.
So it's like it's burning everything, and then it's like doing something in your skin and just getting down there somehow.
That's crazy, right?
That is fucking insane. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You learn something new every fucking day. I did not know that. Oh, there you go. Technical difficulty. Good save. Wow. That's fucking crazy. Okay, talk to me a little bit about. We almost talked about the whole industry, but talk to me about piercings too. Talk to me about some of the craziest piercings that you've seen. How do you feel about piercing work? Like, talk to me about it.
I love piercing work. I didn't intentionally fall into doing piercings, but when I started at the first shop that I worked at, which was Dark Side Tattoo on 43rd and Indian School, my boss there, Sharky, he had offered me to show me how to do piercings. So of course I'm gonna take that.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
More knowledge, like, of course. How can I turn that down? But a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people get really iffy with needles and don't want to do that. I sometimes would still get like the tiniest bit shaky, just seeing the needle go through this person,
Man.
But I'll always get the job done and be professional and be quick, and I won't be scared. But there's some really crazy piercings too. Oh my god, there's there's some crazy shit that I'm like, why would you do this to yourself? So, man, there's like this really gruesome, and I'm gonna just bring it up.
Yeah, go
So,
for it. Let's hear it.
yeah, there's like people. I was just talking to the homie about this. Like people, you know how they split their tongue?
Yeah.
There's been guys like split their dick in half and make it into twos. So it's really like, oh man, it's really, that's the same face I made when I looked it up and saw what it looked like, because I didn't know that it was even a thing, and my homie told me it was a thing. And I looked it up and I was like, what the fuck? Why would anybody ever in their life do that?
Fuck, like that just drained me just even like hearing that shit. Like,
That's like what you do to somebody that did some really bad stuff.
That's a punishment. It shouldn't be a
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Some gruesome shit.
Yeah, like
some gruesome,
really horrible shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. I've never had like someone blow out with a like infection or nothing, but yeah, but oh my gosh, yes. One of my clients one time, her whole ear piercing sunk inside her ear, and I had to help her take it out because the whole ball and everything was inside the skin. I was like, who did this? Because I know damn well they're supposed to put a longer bar at first, at least.
Yeah.
It's going to be swollen. Like, some people don't know what they're doing. Some people don't know what they're doing. And I had this other client, she went to the mall. I done her cheek piercings before, but she took them out or something, and then she regretted taking them out, and then she went to the mall to get them pierced, and she was telling the lady how to do it because the lady didn't know how to do it, and she acted like she knew how to do it, but my client knew that she wasn't doing it how I did it, which was needle from the inside out, but this lady was trying to poke her needle from the, this way, which will have her tongue possibly poked.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, that's so unprofessional. Ooh. And then she's like, could you help me? She did them crooked.
she did them crooked too on top of that.
Yeah, on top of that. So
God.
It's really wild. People be out here experimenting with people, and me, like, all my first times, I let them know it was my first time and asked them if they're comfortable that, I went through the training and everything, and that's how I got like all that shit checked out, all the piercings. Yeah. And then finally, I was just taking in clients for piercings.
Good thing you're a saint in the industry, because I know there's motherfuckers that are just botching people and just taking their goddamn money.
Oh yeah. They don't disinfect the jewelry. They don't care what quality jewelry. Like, people have been fucked up.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the new trend now? Like some of the hooked on look stuff, some like girls like and guys spending money on hella tattoos or hella body work and stuff like that. Do you feel like it's worth it in the end? Do you feel like their body's going to change and they're going to have to get changes? Like, how do you feel about it?
I feel like tattoos are a beautiful thing if you get them, especially with meaning.
Yeah.
I don't know about the people that get a lot of meaningless tattoos, but I don't know. Like, my tia, she has a lot of tattoos. She has some big old angel wings on her back, something on her ankle, something right here on her wrist, and she tells me that she wants to get all of it lasered.
Oh, fuck.
So
yeah,
that's that bad side. That's that negative side that I wish that on nobody.
Yeah.
I wish that on nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody should ever have something that they don't want on their body. You feel me?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's really just pick what you want wisely.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna say this 100 times.
Or you make a life. Is this a life altering decision? You're altering something on your body forever, permanently. Yes. So yeah, definitely think about what you're doing. 100%.
Especially the face tats, you guys.
Ooh.
I see some girls this year, especially 2024, getting their whole man's face blasted on their face, and I'm like, what are you doing, girl? I seen like four girls.
Oh my god!
4 girls that were for real, no fake shit, for real. They blasted down their pretty little face.
She's like, you ain't Christian Rock. Why are you doing that shit? Yeah, but like she's got okay, fine. I guess I'll give that to her. But you just regular motherfuckers, like, come on, bro. You gonna break up with that nigga in 2-3 weeks. Too much y'all ain't gonna be together. You gonna want that whole shit gone. You gotta let's be smart. Let's be smart before we think about making these life altering decisions.
Yeah.
G, how do you feel about
my fault. Somebody had a question.
Oh, talk to me.
What inspired her to do what she does best?
G, talk to him.
So my grandfather inspired me for the most part. I've had inspiration from like a lot of different people. But so yeah, I started like scribbling on his back, doing little butterflies, little dogs, little pigs, little cats on his back. And then I was just infatuated with art class. Any little shit I would be going through, or my family going through that would stress me out, I would just get a blank paper, make whatever the fuck I want with that paper. I could make whatever I want. I could turn it into anything I want. So once I lay my pencil on that paper or my tattoo machine on that person, my mind's off everything, absolutely everything. It's blank, and all I'm thinking about is that tattoo and what I'm creating at the moment. So it's like therapy to me. I love it. It treats me beautifully. But also my granddad, he got me into music. He plays instruments, um, the bass and the accordion, and he said he played a little saxophone. So that really sparked my instrument playing, because I play the piano, the ukulele, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, a little bit of the bass. So that's really really dope, because now that I'm getting into writing my music, I've said I have like a good 12 songs now written. I really really plan on making my own beats soon as I get my equipment for that. I'm definitely gonna spend some time putting my own instruments together, overlapping them, and adding a beat to the background. Like, I'm fucking excited for that.
Fire.
I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I believe we got all the sources at our hand, and if you could learn it and you could do it yourself, do it your motherfucking self, and you'll save a lot of money and a lot of time doing that.
Last question for you, G.
Yeah.
On tattooing and just the body industry in general, and then we'll transition to music.
Okay.
Is it a pay to play game when it comes to doing any kind of work on your body? Like, is there a shortcut to it? I know some people are probably like, okay, this shit costs a lot of money. This shit's 10 bands to get this, 20 bands to get this. I'm going to go to fucking Spain somewhere across the country to get the shit for cheaper. Is it a pay to play game? Do you have to pay a lot of money in order to get quality work that's not going to give you infections? It's not going to give you a botched look. Like, what's your opinion on that?
So my opinion on it, I've seen a lot of artists post like this person got this for $200, and it's some shitty ass work, and then they're like, but you could have came to me and got it for $1,400, and then it shows their badass work. But and then they're like, you get what you pay for. But then at the same time, I feel like from my perspective, especially because like I love my rich people that are up and got their shit together, and I love my poor people that are struggling, because I've been both them people. I've been both them persons. So I'm not like selective or whatever, but if I see someone struggling, I'm definitely dropping it for them, because they don't got a lot of money and they're still trying to spend a lot of money with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, of course I'm gonna make the exception, and I'm not gonna charge you regular full blast price.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of respect from that, and then they just keep coming and keep coming to me, and it comes back. It all comes back. So I see those posts sometimes, and I'm like, am I charging too cheap? But then I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
because my clients motherfucking love me,
Yeah.
and because they are they're helping me make my living. They're helping me pay my bills, my rent, my car. They bought my car for me and my baby. They're helping me feed my baby. So it all comes back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Okay.
So I don't believe that you have to pay a lot of money for a quality piece. I don't. But definitely don't go to some random ass person's garage and see that they have all their motherfucking needles open and old ass ink just spilled all over the place, and don't wrap shit up. Just watch out. I'd recommend just look how a proper tattoo is done and watch your artist do it. And if you see something weird, let them know, like, what's up, let them know what's up. That's not proper. You can let your artist know. Don't be shy to let your artist know, because that's on you. That's on your body, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is great advice. This is really fucking good advice. All the young people or anybody, it doesn't fucking matter, thinking about getting a tattoo. This is good advice.
Yeah.
Now let's move into the music a little bit. You got 12 tracks out. Explain. I know your style's kind of all over the place. You like everything, but explain your style to the people if you could.
So my style, I'd have to say that my music is gonna like bring a new style, because I'd say it'll be really alternative, because I do want to do some crazy ass shit, and I've been planning some crazy shit, some crazy twists that I've never seen before in music. And that's kind of the goal. My plan is ultimately to make something that people haven't seen before. But my style, like I was saying, I'm kind of all over the place, and people can't really put a finger on me, because I'm very diverse and I love all types of different styles. I went through like my so I went through a lot of phases growing up. I went through my little tomboy wearing hats, in my bun and fucking big ass basketball shorts and t-shirt, my like all that swag shit, you know. And then I've been through my emo phase. I've been through my emo ass phase, my hair across my whole eyeball, and I I've been through my really really girly girl phase, and so I love Spanish music. I love cumbias, norteñas, reggaeton, banda, and pretty much everything besides country. I love rock. I could listen to like some heavy shit that people wouldn't expect me to, and yeah, I love rap. I love rap. I love alternative music, which doesn't really fall into a category either. And I love soft ass, sad ass music too. And then on top of all that, I really like instrumentals when I'm getting shit done, like, and just want to clear my mind and not really hear anybody talking. A good instrumental playlist will do the job.
You just gave
Somebody.
me I'm gonna try that shit.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna try that shit.
Definitely.
Somebody had another question.
Mhm.
Said, who's your musical influences?
My influences? What kind of influences?
Like musical.
Yeah, who's your musical influences?
My music influences, man, it's kind of wild, because I don't. There's not an artist that I'm like crazy about and really idolize like that. And like, if I met any artist that I really love, and they don't give me the energy that I expect, a lot of fans be like that, and they don't get the energy that they expect from this artist, and it hella like
it
just
kills the whole fucking experience. It kills your whole thought of that artist.
Yeah. So I like I love a humble artist. Not a art. My least favorite would be the ones that are really full of themselves and think of themselves above a lot of people. No matter what it is you accomplished, keep your humble.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I like that about you too, though, because it's like not because just like you said, a lot of people think that they're like they have a god complex. Like it's like they're not like the common or average fucking person. These people that are literally paying your fucking bills and giving you all these riches and shit and behind you.
Yeah.
I can definitely appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
For sure. I can definitely appreciate that. G, where can some people find some of your music at? Is it dropped on any platforms that people can go listen to it?
So I'm actually still working on establishing my music completely and having it under my label and just having it published and everything official, because I'm still playing with the beats. I'm like really taking my time with this. I ain't rushing for nobody. And I know it's gonna be so great, at least to my ears. I don't care who doesn't like it. I know some people will fuck with it. And it will be some Spanish, some English, some rap, some sad music, some dancing music, some ratchet music maybe. um yeah, I wanna be all over the motherfucking place because that's where I'm at. I am all over the motherfucking place. And a lot of other people are too. And I wanna make music um that people could really connect to. I'm not really one to make some bullshit ass raps that don't mean nothing, because I see, this is the thing. This is why I'm taking my time with a beat, because I see some bomb ass beats with some shitty ass lyrics and it hits. I'm like, I know I could make some bomb ass music if this shit hit like that. And it's like, they ain't even say nothing. They ain't even say nothing at all.
Right.
But it's the beat that is like, it gets people over here. So yeah, I'm taking my time. And also, like I said, I do want to incorporate my music into this, my own instruments into this, because I feel like there's so many artists that haven't done that, and then the ones that do, I get amazed by them, because I'm like, damn, like they made the whole thing. Like Russ, he'll do his own music and add his lyrics.
Right.
I'm like, that's fucking dope. Like, I want to do that. That's the route I want to take. So definitely gonna play around with my music a lot more. But I will be announcing like before I drop it. Definitely this year we're dropping a whole album. Yeah.
I like that approach too. It's like the backwards of like what not a lot, but a decent amount of rappers do, like a Kendrick or like a Cole or people like that, even like Drake, shit like that. They'll wait for a while to drop some shit to kind of perfect it. I like that instead. Like nobody knows who you are just yet in terms of music, and you're waiting to perfect it, then fucking drop it. I really like that. I really do like that.
I mean, there are some people who wait and their shit still be ass, but and we waited for this shit.
That is true.
We have 2 new questions. Describe your creative process when you're writing new music.
Sorry, what was that?
Can you describe your creative process when you write new music?
My creative process, man, I'm a night owl. So definitely at night, like around 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. That's when I'm getting down and I'm motherfucking cooking. Yeah, I'd have to say, and it's crazy because it's actually I was like, oh man, I ain't early enough to get my productive day. But I read that like some of the most genius people didn't give a fuck about time. They were just living on their own time,
Right.
Fuck the clock. It ain't about the clock. Like, and these other people's days, you just make the most of your day. And at night, that's when my creativity would really hit. And I noticed that too, because I feel more creative when I'm tattooing at night than in the morning. And it's a strange little subtle change, but I definitely feel more creative at night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What was other? It was another question, Jimmy.
Well,
they eating you up. They love you.
Aww. I love you guys.
What artist would you like to collaborate with on a song?
Collaborate. Whoever wants to collaborate with me, I'm not looking for anybody specific. I would never want to collab with somebody that like doesn't fuck with me, or like feels like it wouldn't be fun working with me, I would definitely want somebody to work with that will have fun with it. Yeah, I'm always open to working and collabing with artists, especially Phoenix artists. That'll be so dope, because
straight up,
I love representing for Phoenix and Arizona, and it's beautiful out here. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about Phoenix, but I love Phoenix people.
Yeah, man.
He said he loves you more.
What's his name?
David.
Oh, David.
Man, shout out David, man.
Shout out David.
That's hilarious. G, anything else that you want to leave the people with before we sign off? Any words of advice? Anything?
No, I think I said all the advice I could give you
I
guys.
think you did. I think you definitely did. And you're not like a shallow person or just kind of like a just tip of the iceberg. Like, you are a very deep person. I like some of the different like topics and different thoughts and stuff that you have too. And you definitely gave the viewer a lot of advice as well too, a lot of games. So
cool, thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah, 100%. G, let the people know where they can find you at, your different social media tags, your business, all that.
Okay, so all my social media tags are at MAMI _G _TAT2Z, spelled TAT2Z. Yeah, I'm always open to new clients, always open to collabing with new artists. Anybody could reach me. I always get back to everybody as soon as I could. So definitely would love to work with anybody that would love to work with me.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. If y'all need a tattoo, if y'all need any kind of body work done, whether it's piercings, enhancements, whatever it is, go on ahead and hit Miss Giselle up. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. It's the New Era Show, where the New Era runs the show. I'm your host, Zach Gastineau. We out. Peace.